welcome back to the Get Lean Eating Asian Cuisine series where I make classic Asian foods to help you get lean and get you in the best shape of your life. Today we're making some chicken broth or pho broth. This is a recipe that my mom uses for her pho soup base and adding extra flavor to a bunch of other dishes. I'll also be making Korean army stew using the same soup base as well as the chicken we'll be getting while prepping for the soup. Before you guys comment, that's not pho broth, you're missing the key spices like star anise, cloves, blah 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 blah. You can definitely add this to your broth, but it's gonna give you that pho flavor, and I'm not necessarily getting that because I want to be using this for other dishes. I don't want the pho flavor to be infused with the other dishes I make. Anyways, we're gonna start with the whole chicken and deconstructing it. I'm not an expert, so I feel like I'm gonna be wasting a lot of meat, but you can't resist. This was 99 cents a pound. Separate the legs, wings, breasts, and you'll be left with just the bones. You're gonna always ask your butcher or your mom to debone, your girlfriend to debone it. Get it somewhere. Debone the chicken thighs as well. I did this with 2 whole chickens. While we're at it, cut up your chicken breasts, chicken thighs, and save this for our next dish. I had these put in a pot of cold water, brought up to a boil, and boiled it for about 10 to 20 minutes to remove all the scum. Drain it, put it in a separate pot, and I realized my pot wasn't big enough, so I transferred it to a larger one. While that's going, char up your onions and your ginger. You can put this directly on the burner. I was originally going to put this on my stovetop, but it's a bit messy and I didn't want to film it. Obviously, holding it was a pain, so I got smart and used a tray. Char this up until you get that sweet flavor that smells like pho. Add the aromatics to your pot, add a shit ton of salt, rock sugar, and chicken bouillon. Optionally, you can add in fish sauce if you want, but I'm just gonna make this simple. Let the soup go for about 5 to 6 hours. Remove the scum on top and add more water as it simmers away. Once the soup has been boiling for 5 to 6 hours, remove and strain the soup into a separate pot. My method is a little bit ghetto because I don't have a big enough strainer, so I had to improvise. Carefully strain the soup, and obviously it didn't work out for me, so I got smart and I removed all the big bones and slowly strained it. This is pretty much liquid gold. Now it's time to portion out into your containers, and you can save this for later. Now that we have our soup done, let's make our lunch, dinner / perfect meal for any time of the day. Oil your pan up or add butter because I like the flavor of butter. Chicken breast is in. You can use chicken thighs too, but chicken breast is gonna have less fat. It's gonna be the perfect protein for lowering fat and lowering the calorie intake without the bland and rubbery flavor. Salt, pepper, season as we go. Onions in, salt, gochujang, kimchi, and the kimchi juice, and then add in your fresh chicken broth. I optionally added in these assorted fish balls, which are pretty high in protein and low in fat and carbs. Sesame oil, taste test, and adjust the salt and sweetness level. And it literally takes you about 15 minutes to make this dish. Now you got soup ready to go and an easy Korean army stew that you could have all week. Plate it up with some rice and you're good to go, bro. This recipe is stupid easy. I hope you enjoyed this video and tag me in your next IG, YouTube post, and I want to see you making this. If you like this video and you want to see more cooking recipes like this, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What do you want to see next? Until then, let's keep eating our favorite foods to get lean. Asian Boss Boy out.